Good luck.
Merhaba arkadaşlar, hepiniz IEFT Talks webinarlarına hoş geldiniz. Bugün ABD'nin Pilotaj, Uzay ve Havacılıkta en iyi okulu olan Embry-Riddle'da eğitimi Flavia'dan dinliyor olacağız. Lütfen sorularınızı questions kısmından sormayı unutmayın. Yes, Flavia, the stage is yours now.
Thank you so much, Zeynep. Hello, everyone. Good morning from Daytona Beach, Florida. I would like to start with an introduction. My name is Flavia Carreiro, and I am the Senior Assistant Director of Graduate Admissions for Embry-Riddle, the Daytona Beach campus. I'm glad to be here today, and thank you for attending this event. I would like to tell you a little bit about Embry-Riddle and what our institution is about. We are going to go over some slides and some fun videos. And I know you guys might have some questions, so I will do my best to answer your questions at the end of this presentation. And you can type your questions on your chat, and I'll read them at the end after the presentation, okay? So without much further ado, I will share my presentation with you. Okay, on this first slide, you see my contact information. So if anybody's interested or if you have any further questions after the presentation, please feel free to reach out to me. Again, my title is Senior Assistant Director of Graduate Admissions at Embry-Riddle, and this is my email address. So Embry-Riddle has actually 2 residential campuses and the worldwide online campus. We are the oldest and largest institution fully accredited in the field of aviation. That's what we are mostly known for. Some of you might have already heard of Embry-Riddle. Both our residential campuses are gorgeous. We have a campus in Florida, in Daytona Beach, and we have a campus in Prescott, Arizona. The worldwide is the campus that offers our online education all over the world. I will start with a little video, and I hope everyone can hear the sound.
Blazing trails in technology, aviation, business, and cybersecurity. A future defined by innovation, finding solutions for industry partners as the world's premier aerospace institution. Our continuing success speaks for itself. We've earned top distinctions across our campuses and worldwide. We're training the workforce of tomorrow, adding value to the industries we serve, and expanding our growing global reach. We promote problem-based discovery in career-focused programs. We are the leading edge, a global education leader opening up opportunities for students. Our history and heritage spans nearly 100 years, founded with a vision of endless possibilities to launch new generations of pioneers and dreamers, putting the future firmly into focus for us and for you. Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. What will you explore with us?
I love this video. I hope you guys could have an idea of what Embry-Riddle is about with this first video. It's really exciting. We are a leader in global education in the field of aeronautics, aviation, aerospace, and engineering. We will have other videos that will give you even a better idea on each of the campuses. And I also have some data to share with you. So as you might know, there's nearly 66 million jobs are supported worldwide in aviation and related fields. And of these, 10.2 million people work directly in the aviation industry. And therefore, that's why Embry-Riddle, our strength lies in the fields of flight, engineering, business technology, and space. That's what the world requires today. Here is some historical data for you. We all know that after certain world crises, several fields, they see a trend of going down, but they recover. It's not a matter of if the traffic will recover, it's when it will recover. You can see some data there after several crises, but the field of aviation recovered, and that will happen again now after this pandemic. So again, keep that in mind. Here is some information, some other data about Embry-Riddle, very important rankings and facts. So we have 7 Embry-Riddle graduates went on to become astronauts. We have more than 137,000 Embry-Riddle alumni around the globe. Our campuses are ranked #1 in their respective states, Florida and Arizona, and for highest earning potential for bachelor's degrees and graduates. Our industry career expos attract more than 100 companies and thousands of students. We do have twice a year, we offer great career expos, and we invite companies from all over the world to attend this event, and where students have the opportunity to talk to prospective employers and many times do their job interviews right there and then. It's a great opportunity for every student. We have been ranked top 5 online bachelor's programs within the top 5 for the past 7 years. #1 in aerospace engineering in the nation. First and only aerospace physiology bachelor's degree program in the nation. And first College of Security and Intelligence in the nation. So those are some pretty interesting rankings for Embry-Riddle. We mentioned the worldwide campus, which offers online education, and we can take a look at some of the courses that that campus offers. So first, let's start with aviation and business. Employment in that category supports of air transportation are expected to grow by 25% through 2022. And the projection is pretty high. They project that 804,000 new civil aviation pilots and 769,000 new maintenance technicians and 914,000 new cabin crew will be needed to fly and maintain the world fleet over the next 20 years. We can see this increase with the demand of programs here at Embry-Riddle. You can, here in this list, see the aviation and business related courses. We offer courses, we also offer associate degrees, which are not listed there, but we can for sure give you more information if you reach out to us. But here you have a list of the bachelor's degrees, master's degrees, and doctor programs that we have, PhD programs that we have. Some programs, they go all the way. For example, we have a bachelor's in aeronautics, we have a master's degree, and we have the PhD program. Aeronautical science is probably one of the most popular programs in the bachelor's degree, because that is the program for those that are trying to become a pilot. So it's a little competitive because of the demand. There's a lot of students trying to participate. So if that is a program that you're thinking of applying to, you should apply as soon as possible. There might be a wait list, and because of the number of students applying to that program. But we also have other interesting degrees. We have degrees in business, business administration, project management, technical management, unmanned aircraft systems, which is becoming more and more popular. Let me go to the next one. We have lots of slides, so I apologize if I'm going too fast. I just want to make sure you take a look at the most important information. So let's take a look at what some of our alums are doing. Okay, you have here an alum that had a bachelor's degree in aeronautical science and a master's of science in safety science. He is from Nigeria, and he attended the Prescott campus. On the right side, you can take a look at the highlights for that alum and the current job. His other alum did her bachelor's in aeronautics. She's from Israel, and she attended the worldwide campus. Okay, I'm gonna try leaving for a minute, a few seconds actually, for you to take a look at the information. This alum attended the Asia campus. He's from Singapore, and he did a bachelor's in aeronautics. I love to see their current jobs. It really shows their success story. The other alum, Bachelor's of Science in Aeronautical Science. And he also did the early program. I cannot forget to mention that we also offer our Embry-Riddle language program here. So if the student needs to improve their English, that is a great option. You can do that before you start your program. Engineering and space. We know that the new generation of space professionals is needed, as all aspects of the space industry undergo astronomical changes. We have seen that in the news with all the flights that are going on now. And here are the majors in the field of engineering and space. Also, we have some more popular programs such as the aerospace engineering, mechanical engineering also, but we also offer civil engineering, engineering physics, space physics, computer engineering. And some of those programs, again, they also have those programs on a master's level as well as the PhD level. Aerospace engineering goes all the way, mechanical engineering also. We have electrical engineering up to PhD and engineering physics. Please note that not every program, unfortunately, is offered at every campus. If you want to find out more information, we can sure tell you where to find that on our website, and we can also tell you if the program you're looking for is offered at the campus that you want to attend. So some programs are not offered at every campus. We have more success stories here of alums. This student is from India, attended the Daytona Beach campus. Student from South Korea, attended the Prescott campus. I love how diverse we are. We have a very diverse population at Embry-Riddle. Students from all over the world. Sophia from Cameroon, attended the Daytona Beach campus. Electrical engineering program. Safety, security, and intelligence is another field. It's a fast-growing career path in the world. With all that's going on, companies need more and more people to create programs that will protect their company and assets, and the government needs a lot of people on that field too. And here's a list of the majors from the safety, security, and the intelligence fields. At the bachelor's and master's degree. We do not have that yet at the PhD level. I'm hoping we will have that soon. A couple more alum success. Taiwan, attended the Prescott campus. Another student from Singapore attended the Prescott campus, did a bachelor's in aeronautics, aviation safety, as well as the master's in safety science. A lot of our students go from the bachelor's to the master's and many times to the PhD programs. Applied science. And the majors for applied science. So from those majors, there is a major that is very popular here at Embry-Riddle too. They're all great, but human factors psychology is one that is offered from the bachelor's, master's, and doctorate level. And that program pretty much studies the interaction of humans and their workspace and the design. So it's very interesting, and they have a psychology component to it. So if you want to know more about that program, please reach out to Embry-Riddle. You will have our contact information at the end of this presentation. And again, not every degree program is offered at every campus. And a couple more students. There's a student is from Senegal, attended the Daytona Beach campus, and she is actually a human factors engineer for Apple. Let's talk a little bit about our two residential campus. As I said before, we have a residential campus in Prescott, Arizona, and one in Daytona Beach, Florida. Here you have some statistics. Although this is not the most updated number, I'm sure we grew a little bit. I believe that information is from 2020. We are still releasing the 2021 information. But both campuses are beautiful. The weather is amazing. Of course, we need good weather on both campuses since we have a lot of students doing flight. They need to have good weather most of the year in order to do their flight lessons. Prescott, Arizona actually has the 4 seasons. Daytona Beach, Florida is very sunny, beautiful, 1 hour away from Orlando, if you are familiar with Disney World. So that's Daytona Beach is 1 hour away from that. We have the beach, of course. Very happening. We have the speedway where the car races, where the NASCAR car race happen. And Prescott has a lot of beautiful nature, mountains, and the campus is a little bit smaller. It's newer. The Daytona Beach campus is older, so it grew a lot more over the past years. Prescott also is growing fast, but it's still smaller than the Daytona Beach campus. If you want to get to know more of this campus, I will be showing you a couple of videos on those campus, but you also have the option to do the virtual tour. We have a link on our website, and if you just search for virtual tour of those campus, you will see a lot more images. So let's take a look at the Daytona Beach campus.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
And that was the Daytona Beach campus. Beautiful. You got to see our brand new student union. And here are some stats on the Florida campus. Thank you. Yeah, nice video. And I want to say hello to everyone that's popped in here. I can see your hello message. Hello to everyone. Thank you again for attending this event. And I will address the questions, again, just a reminder, at the end of my presentation. So some statistics on the Florida campus, some numbers here. So it's showing here around 6,000. However, like I said, this is not the most updated information. I'm quite sure we are closer to the 7,000. Graduate students, also closer to the 700 students. Countries represented, like I said, I love the diversity at Embry-Riddle. Being that I am also from another country, I'm from Brazil, I love to see our international student population grow every year. And you can see here about 17% is a population of international students at the Daytona Beach campus. And now let's take a look at the Prescott campus, also another gorgeous campus.
Yes, native. High fluid thermal conditioning, that required, Max. Correct flight. GC, go. Guidance, go. FIDO, go. Prop, go. GNC, go. Max, go. Eagle, go. ECOM, go. FAO, go. ACO, go.
And that is Prescott. Also, as I said, another gorgeous campus. You can see the nature there. It's beautiful. Okay. Some statistics on the Prescott campus. Also a little over 3,000 by now, and around 50 graduate students, 41 countries represented, 7% international student population. You can see that they are a little bit smaller than the Daytona Beach campus. We also can't forget our Asia campus. So if you prefer to attend your program in Asia, we have the Singapore campus. They are the newest campus, so they also are smaller even than the Prescott campus. And but they do offer some undergraduate degree programs, and they do have the Ph.D. in aviation at that campus. A little more information, some fun facts here. 94% of surveyed Embry-Riddle graduates are employed or are continuing education within 1 year of graduation. That's a very good number. Over 137,000 Embry-Riddle alumni around the world. So chances are you will encounter someone that attended Embry-Riddle if you work in the field of aeronautics, aviation, aerospace engineering. Here you have some pretty famous names of companies that our students end up working for. I'm sure you can recognize some of those. Again, remember, we have our career expos twice a year. And some of those companies will come and attend our career expos to talk directly to our great students. We do offer CPT, curricular practical training, as well as OPT, optional practical training for international students, and great opportunity to gain some work experience, do your internships. You will be guided and advised for those by the International Student and Scholar Service Department. They do offer workshops for our international students where they go over the application process for CPT and OPT and all the requirements. I strongly recommend taking these opportunities when you're here. International students can also work up to 20 hours a week on campus. I know that wouldn't cover your tuition, but it certainly helps. And this is, for undergraduate students, you can be a student assistant, but we also have for graduate students, graduate assistantships. And those are handled directly between the student and the program coordinator from the program that they are admitted to. They are also competitive, but there are quite a few graduate assistantships that might cover your tuition. And again, I don't see the contracts, but I know that they will cover part of your tuition. Let's take a look at the campus life and student activities. That video gave you an idea of what goes on in Daytona Beach. As I said, it's a popular place. We have the beach, we have the airport, we have the speedway. Here are some of the sports from Daytona Beach. We are NCAA 2. Clubs and organizations. And now I'll show you Prescott. Also, a lot goes on in the Prescott campus. Here's the athletic information for the Prescott campus. If you are an athlete, let us know and we'll put you in contact with the athletic department. There's a lot of rules that an athlete student applicant has to follow, and they would first deal directly with the athletic department. Here are the Prescott clubs and organizations, and I hope I'm not going too fast. I know this event is being recorded, so you will most likely have an opportunity to watch that later on. Let's take a look at the tuition from those campus. For the residential campus, you have there an estimated amount for the undergraduate costs of $53,360 for the academic year. That is an estimation that includes tuition and fees, room and board, and books. And the graduate estimated cost, is about $34,604. Additional fees will be required for students pursuing flight training because flight has a separate cost. These is the tuition estimation for the worldwide online campus. And the total is around $11,908 for the academic year. And for the graduate, estimated annual cost is $10,096. Again, this is an estimation. And if you want to know more about the tuition, we can direct you to the right page on our website that gives you a breakdown of what that tuition costs include. Merit scholarships. Oh, let me go back here. So for merit scholarships, we do offer some merit scholarships. They are on the first come, first served. They are based from an undergraduate level. They are based on your SATs and ACT test scores, as well as on your GPA. And from the graduate level, they are based on your GRE or GMAT test scores and also on your GPA. If you want to know more information about that, let us know and we'll send you the details on the merit scholarships criteria. Here are some admissions from undergraduate, some of the requirements that would be asked from you, an application that should be completed and submitted online, the application fee, a personal statement, your official high school or college transcripts, official TOEFL, IELTS, or Duolingo scores. SATs and ACTs are optional, but keep in mind that if you want to be considered for the merit scholarship, that's something that you should consider doing. Foreign credential evaluation for those that had education outside the United States or outside the American educational system. Recommendation letters, affidavit of financial support will be required once you are admitted and you start applying for your I-20 form, and copy of passport. It needs to be valid within 6 months, I believe. Here are the requirements for graduate. They are very similar, but again, some graduate degree programs, not all, but some will require GRE or GMAT test. And for international students, you would need to also submit your TOEFL, IELTS, or Duolingo scores. Again, we can send you the details, the minimum scores for all those tests if you reach out to us. And you will get our contact information at the end of this presentation. You will be asked to submit a resume, foreign credential evaluation, 3 letters of recommendation, and also for the immigration portion, the affidavit of financial support, as well as a copy of your passport. And I just wanted to point out that in some of the campus and some of the programs, admissions for graduate degree programs such as the master's and the PhD are many times made by a program coordinator. At the Daytona Beach campus, for instance, our graduate degree programs have program coordinators, and we can also send you specific information on those. Here is the next slide. You are cleared for takeoff. So become familiar with academic trends and employment options in your country. Explore beyond the obvious career path. Consider the schools on campus resource, including aircraft simulators. Find and read books that are about areas that interest you. Know before you go. And keep an open mind and explore your options for studying abroad, because we do offer study abroad too, and it's amazing the programs that they offer. So it's a lot of time and money and investment from you or from your family, and you want to make sure you make the right decision before you come to any of those campuses to attend any of these wonderful programs. We are here to help you. We can provide you with some guidance. But ultimately, you would need to make that decision of which campus or program would be a better option for you. Just some of the areas that we touch: fly an airplane, design an engine, lead an industry, predict the weather, explore outer space. And if you want to take a screenshot of this information, this is our main contact phone numbers and emails from the different campus: Florida, Arizona, worldwide, and Asia. Take your time on this screen and take a screenshot if you want. And you can reach out to any of us, and we'll tell you if the program you are trying to apply to is offered at the campus that you're interested in attending. Okay, and let me stop sharing here and go back to the main screen. I hope you enjoyed my presentation. I'm going to take a look at the questions now to see the questions we have, and I hope to be able to answer those questions. If I am not, I will at least tell you who can answer that question. Is the pilot program 1 year duration? Is it a vocational program, not a degree? So the flight program is actually a part of a bachelor's degree in aeronautical science. We don't offer flight only. We offer within your 4-year bachelor's degree in aeronautical science. So the student completes the flight training along with the bachelor's degree. So it would take you 4 years. And let me remind that it's a very it's in high demand right now. So those who are interested in applying to the Bachelor's of Science in Aeronautical Science needs to apply ASAP for, I would say, a year in advance, okay? Can we get part-time work permit while studying in the USA? Well, as I mentioned in one of the slides, an international student can work on campus up to 20 hours per week. I know that in the summer, I believe those hours increase a little bit. I'm not sure, but I think it's around 25 hours a week. But you can only work on campus, okay? You will have the opportunity to work once you apply for your OPT. That allows you to work doing your internship in some of those companies that I post one of these slides there. But there is an application process for OPT, and you will receive information. There will be workshops from the International Student and Scholar Service Department on how to apply for the OPT. And it's something that you need to do by the deadline and submit all the required documents. But on campus, you can find jobs up to 20 hours per week. Are the same programs offered in both campuses? Can we choose any of that? Again, no. The programs, not all programs are offered on all campus. If you go on our main website, www.erau.edu, again, that is www.erau for Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, erau.edu. When you go on that main website, the first tab says degrees and programs. If you click there, you'll be guided to see which programs are offered on each campus, okay? It's very important to know that. And if you just know a program and don't want to go to the website, just shoot us an email and ask us, and we'll tell you where that program is offered. and also the different levels. Not every campus has master's and PhD programs as the Daytona Beach campus. The Daytona Beach campus is actually the one that has the most programs. Do you provide assistance to your graduating students in their job search? Do you have any co-ops or internships available? Like I said, yes, we have the career service department who can guide you, provide assistance with your resume and list of employers that are looking for, employees that have graduated from Embry-Riddle or they are completing their education at Embry-Riddle. And we have, again, the 2 career expos twice a year, spring and fall, that I recommend every student to take that opportunity and attend those career expos. You will get to talk to great employers right there and then, and many times do your interview right on the spot. And the career service is the one that organized that. So when you're here on campus, you can reach out to them, and they'll give you some information on that. And again, CPT and OPT. Okay, the CPT you do while you are doing your degree program, the OPT at the end of your degree program. Those are great options for students trying to do co-ops and internships. Do you offer housing on campus? Yes. Housing is offered on both residential campus, Prescott and Daytona Beach campus. It is, they do give priority many times for undergraduate students. They are required, I believe, to stay the first 2 years. Once they start at Embry-Riddle, they have to stay for 2 years on campus, leave 2 years on campus. For graduate students, that's not, you don't have to live on campus. That's optional. So if you are a graduate student applying to a master's or PhD and you think you are going to need housing on campus, make sure you put that information when you submit your application. It's very important for us to know as soon as possible that you're interested on campus housing, because they usually give priority to undergraduate students. However, around our campus, there are many apartment complexes. And as a graduate student, I know that you might prefer to live off campus, and that will be an option for you too. It's very close to the campus. You would have no problem finding apartments outside the campus. How long does it take to get accepted to Embry-Riddle? That is a question that I often get, and my answer is it depends pretty much on you. We are rolling admissions, so the sooner you apply and the sooner you submit all your requirements, the sooner you'll find out if you were admitted to the program that you applied to. Of course, that for undergraduate students, international students, you have some extra documents that you need to provide, such as the language test scores and the foreign credential evaluation that you might have to provide. Those are documents and tests that might take some time for you to obtain. So my recommendation is apply at least 6 months before you are thinking of coming. Don't leave it for the last minute, okay? Because you will need time to submit those requirements. Yes, you might have to submit letters of recommendation, statement of goals, resume, but those are easy documents to gather. The language tests and maybe, SAT, ACT, or GRE or GMAT for graduate level courses, and the foreign credential evaluation is what will take time mostly. And depending on the country that you're coming from, it might take a month or so for you to gather the documents from your home country to the foreign credential agency. And so that's what takes time. It's for the student to obtain the paperwork, not so much for us to make an admissions decision. Once we have everything we need to make an admissions decision, that decision is quick. The exception to that would be PhD programs. If you are applying to a doctoral program, there is usually a committee, a PhD committee, that meets every so often to make that decision. So it's not as quickly as you finish and you get an admissions. It might have to go to a committee, faculty members from that program that needs to review all the applicants to make sure they select the best candidates. So for PhD, it might take some time. So for instance, you might complete your PhD application by January or February, and you might only hear back from them in May or so, because they want to make sure they review all the applications. But keep an eye for the deadlines. You do have some preferred deadlines for international students to submit all the documents, because we want to make sure that once you are admitted, you will have time to request your immigration paperwork, such as the I-20 form, and all that takes a few weeks too. And depending on the country, then you go to your visa interview, and God knows how long that might take. So keep an eye and apply as soon as possible. Can I change my major or my campus? If you mean change while you are doing the program, yes, you can. But that will also depend if the major you want change to is offered by that other campus. That is called an intra-university transfer. Usually that's done with the records department. There are some a little bit different processes for undergraduate and graduate students. For undergraduates, usually done directly with the records department from the two campuses that you want. And for graduate students, you do need an approval from a program coordinator, usually. But yes, you should be able to change your major or campus, assuming you also have the background for that other campus, for that other major that you are trying to change to. How many students are enrolled at the Daytona Beach campus? What's the student-faculty ratio? So, as I mentioned, we are closer to the 8,000 at the Daytona Beach campus, okay? And probably closer to 700 graduate students and 7,000 undergraduate students. And the faculty ratio is about 17 to 1. 17 students per faculty, and class size are usually no bigger than 25 students. So every student gets the attention that they need from their faculty. Could you please inform me about minimum GPA required for application bachelor's degree in aeronautical major? So they are usually looking for students with a 3.0 or higher GPA in a 4.0 scale, okay? So that's what we would like to see from our applicants. That is not to say that you will not be admitted if you have a 2.9 or 2.95. It depends on the program that you apply to. The engineering programs usually have students with a little bit higher GPA. They usually are in the average of 3.2 GPA, but we are looking for students that have a 3.0 or higher in a 4.0 scale. But we do look at your whole application file, okay? Not only at the GPA. Do we need to have special equipment for a flight course? To tell you the truth, I don't advise about flight. That's done by the flight department. So the requirements for flight, they will tell you what you need. You can just reach out to us and we'll direct you to them, okay? I don't want to give you the wrong information. How often can we expect to train weekly? Also, your schedule is handled by the flight department. It depends on availability of the flight instructors, the weather, and your courses, your classes. So it's all managed by the flight department. They would be the best ones to give you a better idea on that. Are passengers permitted on a training flight, observation flight? As far as I know, yes, they have had some observation flights. Again, flight department can give you that information. I'm so sorry, I don't know much about the details of the flight because they really manage that whole portion of the program. Are there 3 or 2 intakes for master's programs? Thank you. I'm assuming you're asking about the terms that we offer, start terms for the master's degree program. So for the master's degree programs at the Daytona Beach campus, some offer start terms in the spring, summer, and fall. but some only offer on the spring and the fall. So you would need to let us know the degree program that you're interested in, and we will verify that information for you. We'll send you an email with specific information on that degree program, the name of the program coordinator, the link for the program, the contact for the program coordinator, and a list of all the requirements, okay? And we'll tell you what are the terms that there is an intake for that degree program. Worldwide, the online campus, actually, their start terms are usually they have courses by 9 weeks blocks, so they have a lot more flexibility on the start of the terms. And again, not every program is offered at every campus. So if you don't know who to reach out to Daytona Beach graduate admissions for questions on master's degree programs or PhD programs, and I'll be able to let you know if the program is offered here and when it has a start term, okay? And I am interested in master's degree in aerospace engineering. Could you share me coordinator contact, please? Okay, so for any degree program that you're interested in applying the master's degree program, please send an email to graduate admissions. I will try typing on the chat, and I hope I'm typing at the right place. So send an email to graduate.admissions@erau.edu. Let me type here. Admissions@erau.edu. Graduate.admissions@erau.edu. I hope everybody can see this email address. So graduate.admissions@erau.edu. Just send us a quick email with the name of the program that you're interested in, the campus, and we will send you a very detailed email back with all that information. And if for any reason, if for example, you are an undergraduate student, the email that you can reach out to is international.admissions@erau.edu. So again, international.admissions@erau.edu is the contact email for those who are undergraduate prospects. If you are trying to do a bachelor's degree or an associate's degree and you are an international student, that is the email that you would need to reach out to, and they will send you all the information. But if you're a master's degree, PhD interested student for the Daytona Beach campus, I would be the one, and my department, graduate admissions, would be the one to assist. So I guess I think I answered all the questions. Now, if does anybody else have any other questions for me? I guess that's it. I don't see any other questions. I'm checking the chat. Thank you all for attending this event. It was great. Very good turnout. I'm excited, and I hope to see you guys here, or at least get your applications and contact emails. Okay.
Yes, thank you very much for your great presentation, Flavia. We had a lot of questions and you covered them all. Thank you for your answers too. We believe it was a really informative webinar for the attendees. Also, I would like to thank the participants in Turkish as well. Katıldığınız için teşekkür ederiz arkadaşlar. Embry-Riddle ile ilgili diğer sorularınız için Flavia'nın paylaşmış olduğu mail adreslerinden iletişime geçebilirsiniz. Aynı zamanda sizi alttaki webinarımıza da davet etmek isteriz. Thank you very much again, Flavia. It was a pleasure to have you in IEFT Talks.
Pleasure meeting you all. Bye, Zeynep. Have a great day.
Take care. Bye-bye.